Hey parents, this is a quick update from your child's English teacher. I am Amy Groves. I teach English 1 Pre-AP here at West. This is a very quick spring 2022 update on what you can be expecting this semester. You received a similar video at the beginning of the fall semester, so I'm not going to repeat everything. I'm just going to tell you the things that are slightly different and what you can look for when your kid is at home and you say, hey, what did you do at school today? And they say, nothing. That's a lie. And then you can pull it out of them because you'll know what they're actually doing. So the first big change is that in Home Access Center, you will now see that not only do they have an English grade, they also have a personal communication grade. We are a dual credit class. English and personal communication are both required to graduate, but they are separate grades in the gradebook. So anything that's English related goes under their English grade, and anything that is speech related goes into their personal communication grade. This is a hidden grade in the gradebook, meaning it won't be available to view until the very end of the year, simply because the equation for that grade makes it always look really, really low until all of the assignments are done, because it's a combination of grades from both semesters, even though it only counts as a semester grade. It's complicated. Here's what I can tell you. If I'm worried about your kid's communication grade, I will talk to your kid about it 100%. We'll figure out what's going on, figure out what we can do to kind of scaffold and make those steps to help them present a little better, feel a little more comfortable volunteering in class. But for the most part, their English grade is typical of their communication grade, because if they know the content, they feel comfortable presenting it. And if I see a huge discrepancy, you and I are probably already in contact about that. If your child ever would like to know how they're doing in communication, they can come to me and ask. But again, you won't be able to see that grade until the very end of the semester. Just a heads up. So this semester, what we are doing is we have two big units. Before spring break, we have our Romeo and Juliet unit. It is a literary analysis unit, and the focus is on comparing and contrasting two different mediums. So we will be reading Romeo and Juliet, we will be viewing theatrical interpretations, we will be acting Romeo and Juliet scenes. So it's really fun, and they might say they don't like it, but that's not true. They do like it, I think. And I'm sure that you read Romeo and Juliet at some point, so maybe that can be something that you guys can bond over. It's a really fun unit for me. I really love it. So that's what we are starting. As soon as they get back, we'll get into the background of that, and we will begin with some comparing and contrast to kind of hone in on those AP literary analysis skills. In the after spring break, so in the second part of the semester, we are entering a rhetorical unit. Rhetoric is the art of argument. So this unit will help them take a speech or take a claim and tear it up and figure out how it is written to manipulate the reader, whether good or bad. And they will be able to hone in on their own arguments and create their own claims to be really persuasive and convincing for a specific audience. Parents either love or hate this unit, because your kids will start arguing a little bit better, and that means that I've done my job well. Um, and kids typically have a good time with it. We look at some really famous historical speeches. JFK is one of my favorites, his first inaugural address. And then we also look at some current speeches. They might be happening. Media is so changing. It's so current. So who knows what speeches will happen between now and that unit, which is after spring break. So I can't wait to kind of pull those into that unit as well. So that is our argument unit. And at the same time as the argument unit, they will have an out of class assignment with a student choice book. So they'll get to pick their own book, really have fun reading it, and they'll do these mini assignments for 4 weeks as their own little personal book club to get them reading outside of class. All right, I've almost hit my 5-minute mark. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You have my email, agroves@bentonvillek12.org. I'm happy to help your kids with whatever they need. And let's start this year right. Let's get all that work turned in on time. And I'm really excited to have the whole semester with him. All right. Thank you.